Hello everyone. Today we are going to see what is future and options, difference between future and options, and how to analyze option chain data, what is open interest and change in open interest. So guys, option data is very useful for day to day analysis of intraday charts, and also our prediction is right or wrong. We will confirm our prediction by analyzing option chain data. So these are very basic terms. Every trader should be aware of open interest and change in open interest before going to do analysis of any index stocks. So this is NSE site. As you all are familiar with this site, I am opening option chain of Nifty 50, which is index. So guys, this is 28th 2020 option chain Nifty 50. So here it is open interest and change in open interest. These two columns will decide the trend of the Nifty and also the trend of the stocks. So very littles are aware about this open interest and change in open interest. Today only we are going to see that these are the strike prices of Nifty. This is spot price. This is strike price. If Mr. A is willing that Nifty will go upwards on Monday, he will buy calls of upper strike price 9100, 9200, 9300. These are the calls. See here, these are the calls. So he is going to buy, suppose 9100 strike price call option at 86.30, and by chance Nifty goes upwards on Tuesday, upcoming Tuesday or upcoming trading session, his call option will get benefited. And Mr. B thinks that Nifty will fall below 8900 on next upcoming trading session, so he is going to buy 8900 put option at 59 rupees. Whether this is personal views of Mr. A and Mr. B. Both of them are not aware that where Nifty will go in upcoming trading sessions. So this is a fight between buyers and sellers. Who will win the market. So one in a put position and one in a call position. Whether how we can judge to sit on which side of the trend, call or put, that we are going to see in today's session. As going further, I will clear you the difference between future and option. For that, we need a trading terminal. I am going to log in on my Allies Blue account to show you difference between future and option. And there is also difference of margin money which you require to trade in during future and option. So guys, this is our watch list. Suppose we are going to work today in Nifty. I will first add Nifty 50 future of current expiry, Nifty May future. Check always whether you have added correct stock in watch list or not. It is showing 20th May, so it is correct. Now I am adding some call and put option of Nifty, that is Nifty 9100 call of current expiry, which is this month expiry only, this one, and Nifty 8900 put. this one. So guys, if you are going to trade in options, you require very much less capital. So here Mr. A is willing that Nifty will go upwards towards 9100, and he buys call option at 86.30. For buying call option, he only requires how much money? I will show you. That is 86 into 75 lot size. He requires only 6450 rupees. So that his risk is limited to only premium which he gives to the exchange, that is 6450. In the same way, Mr. B, who is going to buy put option at 59 rupees, is going to take a risk of 75 into 59, that is 4425. So in options, your risk is very limited and profit is unlimited. But as there is always pros and cons for good things, we will discuss this later. Now for the future you have to you have to give actual margin money for buying and for selling. That is, Nifty is trading at 9027, and if you are willing that Nifty is going to hit upwards on upcoming trading session, and you are thinking that it will cross 9100 and you willing to buy Nifty, then how much money you require? 9000 to 9027, that is spot price of Nifty future, into lot size 75. So around 6,77,025 rupees you have to require for trading in future. I am only talking about overnight positions which you have to cash and carry for one or two trading sessions. I am not talking about intraday trading sessions. So that is the difference. For future you require large margins, and for options you require very less margins. So why these less margins are required? Because options are the underlying derivatives of main underlying values. That is, 9027 is spot price of Nifty, and 82.15 is the strike price. 9100 call option is derives 82.15 for Nifty future 2020 9027. So guys, there is only a difference between margin and cash and carry overnight positions. But for options, there are pros and cons, as these premiums are going to zero on its expiry day. Whether Nifty is hitting 9100 on Tuesday or it's not hitting 9100 on Tuesday, it hits it on Wednesday. So there is always option Greeks which eats your premiums. That 86 rupees call option will be trading around something 55 or 52 on Wednesday, because next to Wednesday, that is Thursday, and it is option expiry day, also future expiry day. So you have to always aware of option Greeks, that is theta, gamma, rho, and open interest while trading in options. But in futures there is no such decay. You will get whatever the price difference between your intrinsic value and extrinsic value on the upcoming trading sessions. So these are the very out of the track terminals for you. Now just only focus on open interest and change in open interest and volume. Whether we are able to judge direction of market depending upon the open interest and change in open interest or not. So answer is yes. You can always judge or predict the direction of the market depending upon open interest and change in open interest. Now we will see how it is. Just search, just search for largest open interest from here, which strike price hold largest open interest. So here it is guys, 9500 call option holds around 25 lakhs of open interest contracts, and from here 8500 put option holds around 29 lakhs of open contracts. So in change in open interest, it is showing 85,050 contracts in change in open interest, which means these contracts are getting unwind on this trading day, that is 22nd of May. In the same way, here also 1,86,000 change in open interest shows that this much contracts are getting unwinded on 22nd of May. It means the buyers are squaring off their positions from this contract. So it is very difficult all of you to understand. So I have made some simple Excel sheet which will give you a basic tutorial about open interest and change in open interest. So we will see it here. Guys, I have taken a one strike price here 9100 and only one type, that is call option all the way. These are the dates 22nd May, 23rd May, 24th May. As we are going to discuss only about open interest, change in open interest and volume. We don't need price and premium here, because these are the only mathematics on which you can predict the direction. We are going to predict direction only. So on 22nd May, if Mr. Now for buy and for sale, you assume that for buy it is Mr. A and for sale it is Mr. B. Let's say for the purpose, on 22nd May, no one buys call option of 9100 strike price. Either A does not buy and either B does not buy. So on that day open interest is 0, change in open interest is 0 and volume is also 0. Before going further, I will clear you something. In options or in futures, you have to, you don't need to hold positions. Means you can sell your positions first and you can buy it later. It is not required that the position should be present in your portfolio. You can sell it anyway. It is new concept for newbies, so they can't understand. Many people ask me, sir, how we can sell the positions if we don't hold it. So guys, you, for option and for derivatives and for future, you always able to sell the positions first and you can buy it later, or you can buy it and you can sell it. In both way you can trade. So on 23rd May, Mr. A willing to buy 9100 call option, and on the same day Mr. B willing to sell 9100 call option. Why Mr. B is willing to sell the option? Because he wants to eat the premium which will he earn by decaying the time. As time decays, the premium gets decreased by 2 to 3 rupees every day. So Mr. B is willing to get that premium, and Mr. A is strong on his prediction that Nifty will hit 9100 on 23rd May. So he going to buy call option of 9100 on 23rd May. So here is one trade is executed, one buy and one sell. So it is one trade. On that same day, open interest is 1, because one contract is open. How it is open? One buy and one sell, and change in open interest is also 1 and volume is 2, as one buy and one sell, so volume is 2. On 24th May, Mr. A is strong on his prediction and he again buy 5 contracts. So on that day Mr. B is not strong on his sell position. He is fearing that market will go upwards and we will face loss. So he holds his yesterday's position. So on that day open interest is 5, because No any trade from sellers. Only buyers buy the contracts. No any trades from sellers. I have already mentioned it is total buy and total sale of that day. Open interest is 5 on that day as only Mr. A buys the contracts. Now what is change in open interest on 24th of May? It is 4. So how it 4 comes? Because yesterday's open interest is 1 and today's open interest is 5. So the change in open interest is 4 and total volume traded is 7. How it is 7? Yesterday's 2 and today's 5. So it comes 7. On 25th of May, Mr. A again buys 5 lots and Mr. B, that is seller on sale side, who is bearish, is again going to sell 3 lots. So on that day open interest is 2. How it is 2? Because on that day total buy positions are 5 and total sale positions are 3. So at the end of the day there are 2 open buy positions. So it is open interest 2. Always remember that at the end of the day there should be a same buy position and same sell position. Then only open interest is 0. If not, then the difference between buy and sell will show in the open interest. And in change in open interest on 25th May is 3, as open interest on 24th May is 5 and open interest on 25th May is 2. So difference between is 3 and traded volume is 8 at 5 and 3, that is 8. On 26th May, option buyer, that is Mr. A, again buys 3 lot and option seller, that is Mr. B, sells 10 lot. So here is 10 minus 3, total 7 lots are open. So open interest is 7 and change in open interest is 5, as 7 minus 2, it is 5. Total traded volume is 13, 3 and 10. On 27th May, in the same way, option buyer buys 15 lots, there is no option seller. So open interest is 15, change in open interest is 8 and volume is 15. Now tragedy comes on 20th May. Option buyer buys 10 lot, option seller sells 10 lot. Open interest is 15. How it is 15? Because on yesterday open interest is 15 and volume is also 15. Change in open interest is 8. So on 20th May open change in open interest is 8 and volume is 20. And 10 plus 10, 10 plus 10, 20. 29th May, option buyer A buys 16 lot, option seller B sells 4 lot. So change in open interest is 12 and change in open interest is minus 3, because there is buying position is more than selling position. It means that the seller is going to exit from his positions, as Mr. B totally holds 10, 10, 23, 24 lots. He square off his lot 24. He square off his 16 lots on 29th May. So change in open interest is minus 3, because yesterday's open interest is 15 and next day open interest is less than 15. So there is unwinding of the stocks. That's why open interest is in negative and total volume is 20. Addition of buy and sell. On the 13th of May, option buyer A buys 20 lot, option seller B sells 15 lots. Open interest is 5 and change in open interest is 2. How it comes to that today is open lots are 5 and yesterday is minus 3. So it is change in open interest is 2, total volume is 35. Now we are going to judge our Nifty by this scenario. Let's see. This is the current option chain of current expiry of Nifty. 20th May is the expiry. Now here we will see. As you can see, minus 9075 contracts are shown in change in open interest of 9000 put option. Means what? The sellers, option sellers are going to square off their positions. They are fearing that Nifty will fall below 9000 option sellers are fearing that Nifty will fall below 9,000. So they are unwinding their positions. They are booking loss with their positions and they exited from their positions as LTP of their put option of strike price 99,000 strike price is going to increase. Now we will see why they are squaring of their positions. We will see some historical data to clear your doubts. This is historical data of 9,000 put option 20th May. We will see 7 days data. Its price is going to increase day by day. Here you can see it is 85 to 163. Someone sell it on 85 and it comes to 163. Approximately loss is 98 rupees. That's why he is unwinding their positions. Guys, only by experience you able to read this option chain. First of all, just find highest open interest sits on which strike price, then only decide your support and resistance. Here 8500 strike price put option holds highest open interest, that is 29 lakhs. It means that many of the traders are assuming that Nifty will not fall below 8500, and that's why they are in the sell or buy positions of this put option. Now in the same way, many of these traders are willing that Nifty will not go above 9500 call option. That's why they are in these positions. 9500 call option holds around 25 lakhs of contracts, that is open contracts. These predictions are hold up to only 20th May, that is expiry only till this expiry. This is current expiry, that's why these figures are too big. Now we will analyze where Nifty will go on Tuesday on next upcoming trading session. Here you can see for 9500 it is 25 lakhs, coming below 13 lakhs, 19 lakhs, 16 lakhs, 12 lakhs. And here input option there is strong open interest on 9000 put option, that is 32 lakhs, larger than this also. So many of the traders not assuming that Nifty will fall below 9000. So guys, it is purely uptrend on Tuesday. Let's see what will happen on Tuesday. But in my way, it is totally uptrend on Tuesday. By this analysis, this math shows it is totally uptrend on Tuesday. As unwinding of the put option is done here. Here also unwinding of the put option is done. You can see total minus open interest are here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strike price hold open interest in minus values. Here no one holds open interest in minus values in near strike prices. So it is purely uptrend. On Tuesday it is purely uptrend. Option chain shows that on Tuesday it is totally uptrend. This is how option chain can be analyzed. You practice by your own. It's only math. For simple purpose, you choose higher expiry strike prices. We will see on 25th June, as there are less traders on 25th June expiry. You can analyze it here as figures are small rather than current expiry. So guys, you can analyze from here, but don't make any positions because this expiry is too away from current date. Always make positions in current expiry, current date, current contracts. Many members are making amazing profits by following my telegram calls, but I am going to aware all of them, as these calls are only for educational purpose and for motivational purpose. You should do your own analysis before going to do any trade, and always consult your financial advisor before going to initiate any position. Those who didn't open trading account yet can open trading account through my link to get extra benefits of margin trading, as it totally depends upon the turnover which the trader gives to his broker. As our turnover is very much, so you take benefits, open your accounts as early as possible and start trading, guys. Thank you.